Well, thank you for covering the game. You guys that came all the way out here from the East Coast, appreciate that. Certainly disappointed, but not discouraged. You know, we have really good core in our program right now, and we have a huge debt of gratitude to the guys that played their last game today, the seniors. They came into Rutgers when there was nothing to believe in other than us. We had no record to show for it. And unfortunately today we just came up a little short. It was a heck of a football game. Two really good teams that played really hard. And I would like to acknowledge just the hard work that our guys put into this preparation. I mean, everybody in the program, the coaches, the players, the support staff, our administration, everybody really stepped up. And I wish we could have given them a victory, but as I tell the players, in life, if you do everything you can to be the best you can be disappointed, but you have peace. And I know that this team did everything they could and just came up a little short. I feel bad. For them, but that's the way life goes. So we'll shake off the dirt and get back to work in a couple of weeks and continue building this program. So glad to take questions.
If you do have a question, could you please raise your hand? We'll get a mic to you, and if you could identify yourself, please. So we're going to start here on the right, first row.
Chris Eisman, Bergen Record. Greg, I guess just what were they able to do against your defense that allowed them to connect on kind of the big plays that they needed to make, especially there in the second half?
Yeah, they did a heck of a job. They did some things, in the run game that certainly gave us trouble. And they're a very talented group. The skill they have is very good. And when the quarterback can be a runner like he is, it changes all the math. It's very hard. I wish I could have done a better job. I wish we all could have done a better job. But again, we did everything we could. Just came up a little short. Are there things, when you look back, are there things you'd do differently? Sure. But that's a real luxury to be able to make those decisions. You have to make decisions in life as you do it. It'd be nice if you could make them as you look backward. That's not the way it works. I really feel good about our program. I feel good about our team. And I feel bad for them, but I feel really good about them.
We'll stay here on the right.
Greg, 82 yards in the second half offensively, one score in the last 6 drives. You guys were so productive offensively in the first half. What changed in the second half, and just why do you think there was such a stark difference?
Well, as I said in life, things get rocky, right? So there was a couple things. They played better. We had some issues, that some of them were technical issues, some of them were coaching issues that we had to get Coach Shiraka down from the box, and because our headsets weren't working correctly, I felt bad. Certainly one of his secrets is to call the game from up there and see it so well. I thought, but you know what? I tip my hat to Kansas State. They did a heck of a job. They controlled the game in the second half with their offense and their defense.
Stay here on the front row on the right.
Josh Myers, Daily Targum. Coach, how much of a difference did it make not having a distinct defensive coordinator prepping for the game and then calling the game today?
Well, losing Joe Harasimiak certainly wasn't a great thing for us. But look, everybody worked very hard to try to make it work. And, I'm not going to rush to hire somebody to do it for the bowl game. We're going to get the right guy for the future here, and we will. We'll get the guy that fits our program, fits our culture, and is an excellent defensive coordinator. I wish that I could have done a better job for him. I know the coaches feel the same, but you know what? As I said, you make the best decisions you can. You work as hard as you can. You put everything you have into it, and you got to let the chips fall where they do.
On the right here, second row.
Dana Scott, Arizona Republic. Just wanted to know about how the crowd was overwhelmingly K-State, but you guys were having a commanding lead, through the first 3 quarters for the most part. How much pride did you take seeing that, being that you basically were, fighting for yourselves and that small group of people that came from the East Coast, like you mentioned when you came in just now?
Well, I think our players, you guys, those of you who don't know our team, we won the first 4, we lost the next 4. We had I lost count of the number of season-ending surgeries. And in this day of college football, most teams would have folded up the tent and said, we'll worry about it next year. And this group of guys fought back and literally ripped themselves off the canvas and fought back and found a way to win 7 games and found a way to do that in the Big Ten Conference. So, again, they play for each other. That's the secret. And when you do that, there's an extra strength that they can tap into. And it's very important that we continue to build upon that, right? That guys are unselfish in this day, in this modern college football, that you can have an unselfish group of guys who play for each other. And that's why I say I feel really badly for them, because they're great people. But it's life. You're going to win some. I told them this is the way life goes. And if you want it to be all rosy, you're living a dream. It's not going to happen. That's why this game and this sport, I think, are the greatest teachers for life.
Front row center.
Greg, you alluded to your feeling about the program right now, 7-6 for the second straight year. Do you feel like you guys made progress this season?
No, without a doubt. I mean, if you don't see that, then you're really struggling think about this is a football team that could have won 9-10 games if we were able to say moderately healthy. Not healthy, just moderately healthy. To say that we had some injuries would be an understatement. I didn't talk about it all year. I never used it as an excuse. I know at the break when we were 4-4, most people thought we were done. We didn't have any players, right? And guys that in this day and age, guys like this guy sitting, where'd he go? He was sitting on my left. He's hurting every single week. Tyrone Powell every week. Flip Dixon every week. These guys played. I told you at times they played this year. Most college football players would not play, and especially guys that have an NFL future. And that's how much they cared about each other. And I told them in that locker room, you have something very, very special. Don't ever let go of that. Most people in this world don't have that. Maybe they have it with family, maybe. But with people that are not in their family, to have that, that's special.
Staying here in the front row.
What did Ethan say happened on that interception?
I haven't even talked to him about it. Yeah, I had a lot going on today. This is a very busy day out there, and then the headsets go down, and we can't communicate, and there's a lot going on. Today but it's great. I mean, that's the challenges. When you get into this business, that's what you look forward to. All those different things that you as a competitor have to figure out. And again, my hat is off to Kansas State, because they played a heck of a ball game, and the job that they do is very impressive.
That'll wrap up our questions for Coach. Thank you
you.
so very much.